I'm James Bass.
And I'm Tom Rice.
And welcome back to Sport All Over.
In today's episode, we'll be discussing the latest Premier League with Liverpool's first loss, the UFC, El Clasico, coronavirus, and much, much more.
Welcome back, Tom, to episode 4.
Episode 4, we're here.
Camera.
We're on the camera.
YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. We've made it.
We have.
With 1 subscriber.
No more SoundCloud, okay?
Subscribe, alright? Subscribe. Look at me. Subscribe.
We're too poor to buy the SoundCloud Pro, so we've run out of upload space, but it's okay. We're on not on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube.
YouTube!
Sport All Over podcast. Search us up. Subscribe.
Share.
Like. Comment. Thank you. Now, let's get right into this.
Liverpool versus Watford.
Wow.
Up Watford!
I mean, that was loud. But anyway, Ismaili Sarr, he's pulled a big one through, hasn't he, for all us fans of
2 goals.
Liverpool. 54th, 60th, bang, bang. Liverpool would have been thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, and Troy Deeney also scored one, making it 3-0. And Liverpool dominated in possession with 71%. Watford said, we'll just go Liverpool on your ass. And counter-attacked and won games.
I mean, they doubled their shots, 5 times their, or should I say, quintupled their shots on target, and yeah, just did them really.
Good use of words there.
Thank you.
Just thought I should point that out. Yeah, Liverpool just did not look that good, honestly. They had a few shots, but nothing that, threatened Foster too much.
Yeah.
And,
Van Dijk, worst centre back in the Prem.
I just want to point out, Manchester United beat Watford 3-0, so that technically means we are better than Liverpool right now.
Oh, we'd beat Liverpool 6-0 if we would have played them. True.
They're lucky they didn't see us until they were on bad form.
Yeah.
Premier League, that was pretty much the biggest game. Manchester United also played, they tied Everton. We don't have to talk about that.
We all know Calvert-Lewin's goal in the 3rd minute.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, David. That's the second best thing he's done in his career.
What's the first?
When he stole a donut.
He's still a donut.
He stole a donut.
Oh my goodness. Bruno Fernandes continuing his hot form.
Yeah,
scoring another goal.
First goal of open play he scored there.
That's his 3rd goal for Manchester United. He also scored against Watford on a pen, and also scored against Club Brugge in the Europa League on a pen.
Yeah.
So he's looking really good. I'm really excited to see how he's playing.
I think he's got 3 goals and 2 assists.
Something like that. And I saw something that he has 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 games. And Pogba this season has 0 goals and 2 assists in 8 games.
Oh, Pogba's sharp, honestly.
Pogba is very disappointing.
If we look at the stats for this game, though, they're actually pretty dead even, honestly.
Except for possession.
Yeah, United were a bit more dominant.
Isn't it a thing that, most teams now, when they even have more possession, they just hold it around the back and don't actually get, too many more attacks. But, it was a pretty good game. Everton did have a disallowed goal.
Right at the end, didn't they?
But
that guy
he was offside.
Well, he was sitting there, and then obviously the ball gets shot. De Gea can't see where the ball is because the dude sat right there.
Right in front of him. It was such a poor shot, and it would have been saved if the guy's not right there.
Oh,
if you think he was offside, or if you don't, tell us in the comments, please. We'd love to hear your opinions. But if you say he wasn't offside, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
You're incorrect.
You are incorrect.
Oh, did you see Dominic Calvert-Lewin? He got shown the video backstage right after the game. Have you seen that clip?
I haven't. What happened?
And they show him it on the screen. He goes, "Oh, that's disgusting. He's not even anywhere near the ball."
Oh, you mean right next to the ball in the line of vision?
And all the comments are just like, "Oh, of course, this goal scorer of the goal has got to say that, isn't he?" Yeah, obviously.
Norwich City beat Leicester 1-0. That was
Norwich are bottom, aren't they?
Norwich suck.
Leicester have been horrible recently, honestly. Javadi hasn't scored in 7 or 8 games.
Dude, they were 2nd in the league for a bit.
Yeah, they were, right? Where are they in the league now? They are...
They're 3rd.
I mean, they're still 3rd, but they've dropped a lot of points.
Man United back in 5th.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
On goal difference with Wolves.
And then thank you Wolves for beating Tottenham. That's always a good thing to see. Because, no one really likes Tottenham. They beat Tottenham 3-2. If we go, Bergwijn scored again, but then Doherty came back and scored 14 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then Serge Aurier hit a pretty nice shot with his left foot.
I haven't seen it.
But, well, basically what happened was I watched the highlights of the game.
Yeah.
Bergwijn scored a tap-in because they had a shot against the keeper. Patricio made a good save and went back to Bergwijn and he put it in. Doherty scored because, how you say the goalkeeper's name for Tottenham again?
Hugo Lloris.
No, the other one, the Argentinian. Gazzaniga, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
But, Doherty put, like, a tap in, he, like, chipped over, and then Aurier, like, cut inside the box, scored.
Is he left-footed? I think he's not.
I think he's right-footed.
Yeah.
I think at least on FIFA he's right-footed.
Yeah, decent.
Then I can't remember how Jota scored. I think it was a cross.
Oh, yeah.
And then Raul Jimenez continuing his hot form of just scoring goals.
Yeah, he's decent. Decent.
Tottenham had 66% of possession.
I mean, again, a team dominating position and not getting the result.
It's just, it seems like a reoccurring thing right now.
Counter-attacking football.
But that's what's happened in the Premier League. If we look at the games coming up, the one that catches my eye the most is, I think, obviously, the Manchester Derby on the 9th. That's a pretty exciting game.
Last time we covered the Manchester Derby, we both went, Man United are going to get rolled.
No, I said they were going to win.
Realistically.
You said they were going to lose 4-1.
Realistically, they're going to get
you can go back and watch that episode to see that I'm right.
Yeah, all the episodes are up on the YouTube channel. Go check them out.
Go check them out. Listen to them.
It's a great listen.
You can hear our soothing voices again.
Yeah. But now, though, what I was saying, now, I actually fancy United in this game, honestly.
I bet Bruno. I think Bruno's either going to play awful or really good. Like, it won't be a decent game. He's either going to play awful or really good.
Who in City's really going to mark down Bruno? Gundogan?
Fernandinho?
He's trash.
De Bruyne?
Trash. No, De Bruyne's further up. He's further up in the pitch.
Chelsea and Everton are going to play again. Chelsea should win.
Everton have been on good form though. So
Chelsea had a good game a day ago.
I'd say a draw in that game from me. I'd say a draw.
And the last one I got my eye on is Arsenal West Ham. West Ham were so close to being Liverpool a week ago, I think now. Yeah,
they are like relegation though, like 17th or something, aren't they?
Hey, that can push a team. Remember what happened with Leicester before they won it?
Yeah, true that. True.
But yeah, that's kind of it from the Premier League. Should be another good week. Pretty exciting always. See if Liverpool can maybe pull off the biggest choke of all time. That would be hilarious.
Oh, but the other choke could be if the FA like suspends all games because of the coronavirus, then Liverpool ain't winning the league.
Imagine that. It's all because of Igalo. Ole just says we gotta sign Igalo to spread the coronavirus.
Tactics.
Another thing is they lost in the FA Cup to Chelsea the other day. Yeah, Ross Barkley scored an absolute banger by.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Are you sure?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right. What you got? What do you want to talk about now then?
Well, another Premier League related topic. A wee mate Man United fan called Darach has I'm sure a lot of you have heard he wrote in Jurgen Klopp and he actually got a response back. He wrote like, I'm a Man United fan, please stop winning. He's got Jurgen on the ropes. Since he sent the leader in, they've lost 3 on the bounce. He's done them. FA Cup, yeah, they've lost 3-0, 2-0 in the FA, and then obviously in the Champions League, what we'll get to. So, just a quick shout out to Darag.
We love you. We love you.
Well, don't know that. He's 10, so... Anyway, moving on to the Champions League.
Atletico Madrid won 1-0. They played pretty much parked the bus after they scored.
4th minute. And
Saul
parked in the bus, yeah. There was a lot of posts saying how Premier League teams should learn from how Atletico played, and then, well, obviously they did, because they've lost 2 on the bounce now. If Atletico just found out just how to beat them, everyone just copies them now, like...
They are in trouble.
Yeah, and then we had Dortmund PSG, which was a cracking game.
Erling Haaland with a 2... Well, his first goal was a what was it, like it bounced around inside the 6-yard line, and then he just knocked it in.
I don't remember it that much.
But then the second goal, well, then I think Neymar scored, I believe. Yeah.
Was it Neymar? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Neymar scored, and then he scored a FIFA goal. he dribbles and just smacks it top left corner.
He touched it too far in front of him, and he's got those long ass legs. He runs and just kind of sticks it out. You'd expect no power. It just went, just rocketed top corner.
Banger. Haaland, why didn't you come to Manchester United, man? We could have used you.
Reunited with Ole. Yeah, he gave you your first Premier League start. Why do you have to do us like that, Haaland?
Sad.
And then Atlanta have been beasting, honestly. Like, they lost 2 or 3 on the bounce in the group stage and then won all their games. So they progressed through. They were like the first team to do so. And then they just won 4-1 against Valencia.
Killed it.
Hatziboa with a brace. Ilicic, who's been playing beast with a gun. And then someone who... Freuler. Who's that? We don't know. Leipzig. Thank you. Big one over Tottenham. Tottenham also have been doing quite shockingly recently.
A guy named Timo Werner, FIFA legend.
Off the pin.
People are saying he might join Liverpool real soon.
Yeah.
So he scores a penalty.
Wouldn't that be disgusting if he joined Liverpool? Think of the pace. Mane, Werner.
Well, what are they going to do with Firmino?
I don't know, playing Cam or something?
So they get rid of someone in their midfield?
Ship out James Milner.
He doesn't even start.
Ship out.
It's like Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Wijnaldum, sorry, and Henderson. So they probably get rid of Henderson.
Oh, they love Henderson though. They love him.
Oh, John. And then Lyon pulled off an upset.
Yeah,
being them 1-0.
Bayern ran rampant on Chelsea. Bayern in London is just.
You mean Serge Gnabry in London? The man has played 2 Champions League games, and he has 5 goals.
I think I saw a stat where
5 or 6, something like that.
Gnabry has scored more goals than Pepe in London, and obviously Gnabry plays for Bayern.
And Pepe plays in London in half the games of his season.
I think he's like 3 times this goal amount as well.
That's crazy.
I mean, good on him.
Yeah, nothing really too much to talk about that. Napoli and Barcelona had a pretty good game. It ended 1-1. Dries Mertens scored and Antoine Griezmann.
Have you seen Mertens' goal? It's a nice goal.
Oh, it was like top right corner or something like that?
Finessed it, bend it, and bang, top bins.
Pretty nice goal.
Vidal the hothead with his...
got a red card.
Yeah, that dude's an aggressive guy.
I don't like him that much, to be honest.
His haircut's a bit trash, but anyway.
And then the comeback of the day.
Yeah.
So Isco scored for Real Madrid in the 60th minute to make them up 1-0 against Manchester City. And then Gabriel Jesus scores, I think it was like a header. It was like, I believe it was a cross in and like he heads it in. And it was like, I think it was over Ramos. Like something that shouldn't happen.
Oh, maybe that's what pissed him off to get the red card.
Yeah, Ramos got a red card in the 86th minute, but in the 83rd, Kevin De Bruyne scores a penalty, and Man City wins 2-1. They are going to win the Champions League this year. If they're going to win it any year, it's going to be this year because they're about to be banned from the next 2.
Away from home against Madrid, and like you said, it's all or nothing right now, really.
So the second legs, we'll give you guys our predictions real fast. I do think Leipzig are going to pull off the win against Tottenham.
Yeah, I see them going through.
With Valencia and Atlanta, I could see Valencia putting in a shift, but I think the score might be too big. Bless you. The score line might be too big.
Yeah, I think Atlanta have run away with that 4-1 away from. Wasn't they away from home? No, Atlanta were at home. I'm pretty sure actually.
Yeah. PSG and Dortmund. I actually do see Dortmund winning. I see Haaland scoring at least one more goal. I think it's going to be a 4-2, 4-3 game.
I hope to see Dortmund go through, but I wouldn't be surprised if PSG get like a 2-0 win, 2-1 win. Oh, would 2-1 make them go through? I can't be bothered working
No, not right now. Wait. Oh, it doesn't matter. Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. I got Atletico winning.
I think Liverpool will come back, honestly. If they don't concede that early goal, they probably win that game.
They did have chances.
So I have Liverpool.
Man City versus Real Madrid. I can imagine what the scenes at the stadium are going to be like at the Etihad. It's going to be
the Etihad. No one ever goes to
Etihad.
No, the Etihad.
Shut up.
No one
Anyway,
goes to City games.
Shut up.
They've got no fans.
I got Man City winning. I got them winning pretty easily.
I got Madrid.
You got Madrid.
Yeah, I say Benzema brace. They win 2-0.
I got Ronaldo in the Juventus versus Leon game scoring a hat trick. You've heard it here first. Ronaldo scoring a hat trick, and they're going to win 3-0.
He shows up. Unlike, who's that guy? What's his name? Oh, Messi. That's it. That's the guy.
Shut up, man. Messi's going to show up now in the Barcelona-Napoli game just because you said that.
I see Barca beating Napoli, though.
Yeah, it should be a pretty easy one, yeah.
And then buying Chelsea, buying at home now.
That should be it would be a choke if they don't.
Yeah.
Tom, that's the Champions League.
Now, another European competition, the little brother of the Champions League, the Europa League.
Rangers upset SC Braga. Thank you, Rangers, for making Kent have a better FIFA card. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh, did you see this? So, this Istanbul Başakşehir.
Turkish team, right?
Versus Sporting. If I go up right here, so Sporting wins 3-1 in the first league. You think, pretty comfortable. Istanbul comes back and wins 4-1 and wins 5-4 on aggregate, kicking Sporting out of the competition. I mean, what's this? Visca scored in the 90th minute to make it go to extra time.
Yeah.
And then he also scored 119th min pen. I mean, come on.
That's nuts.
Ghent's 1-1 draw with Roma. Roma go through on goal difference though. Wolfsburg, no one cares. Porto got kicked out by Bayer Leverkusen. Oh no, it wasn't Porto. It was Benfica down here. I saw a stat that Benfica they've won one game out of their last 8.
Really?
Yeah, and obviously they're supposed to be dominant in what do you call it, Liga NOS. And they've just been drawing and losing to all these crap teams.
They're falling apart, and they've been they're usually the team who dominates in the Portuguese league, right?
Yeah. Espanyol beat Wolves, but obviously Wolves were so dominant in their 4-0 win.
They still scored 2 goals as well.
Yeah, 3-6 on aggregate. They go through. Up the United. 1-1 draw in the first league.
5-0.
5-0 win. What a result, boys. What a result.
Fred, you went off.
Two goals and an assist.
Got a man in a match card.
Oh yeah, he did as well.
Ajax got knocked out.
Against Getafe.
Hey, Ajax fans, we understand if you hate going to Spain because you suck against Spanish teams.
Come on, no, they need. Like I said to Ajax friend Lewis, they need to wait a couple more years, get those wonder kids back into the squad. It always takes a
few years,
couple of years to refresh, and then they'll have them back in there in no time, don't worry.
This one made me smile a lot. Tom, who did Arsenal lose to?
I don't even know if most people can pronounce their name, but Olympiacos,
a Greek team,
have beaten Arsenal on away goals. It went into extra time after Cisse, I think their centre-back, scored a goal. Aubameyang, 113th, 7 minutes to go. Arsenal fans, you can imagine Arsenal fans, they're confident. We're going through to the next... No.
El
Arabi, the Moroccan, 119th minute. And out go Arsenal on away goals. That's what we love to see.
So good.
And then...
So that means that... so the first round's over. That's the round of 32. Now it's the round of 16.
The main games, we'll make predictions for the main games.
Yeah, because there are a few games, like Man United, for example, got a really easy draw. Last. I don't even think that's their real name. Sevilla versus Roma is one.
I like that game.
I got Roma.
Sevilla, I have Sevilla. They've won the Europa League 4 times. They love the Europa League. They love it.
I think the Rangers Bayer Leverkusen game could be really good, actually.
Yeah, Stevie G is the manager.
And then I don't even know what else, man.
Not too many big games.
It's kind of surprising that if you look at all the teams in the round of 16, there's only Sevilla, Roma, Manchester United, Inter Milan, Wolfsburg, Wolves, and Bayern Leverkusen. That's 7 of the 16 teams who are from top tier leagues.
Yeah.
And it's the Europa League. You would think it would still be relatively dominated.
Arsenal and all that to be in there, but no, they're gone.
It's a shame. Before we finish with football, we'll go to the FA Cup just to talk about what happened.
So the 5th round.
We'll talk about this just because of what I was talking about earlier. We'll come back to it now. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea upset Liverpool with a 2-0 victory.
So when I first saw that, I thought, oh, Liverpool have played another weak side like they did against Shrewsbury Town or whatever.
Well, remember they also did that against Everton.
Yeah, but if you look at the squad that Liverpool put out, they had Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, they're two, I'd say, starting centre-backs.
They are, yeah.
Andy Robertson, they had Mane starting. Origi's not bad. Fabinho in the midfield.
Lallana's not bad either.
And then they brought on Firmino and Salah. Like, they've just been done, honestly.
Williams scored in the 13th minute. It was actually... So what happened was... they had just had a goal kick. Adrian just made a save.
Yeah.
He rolls it out to the right back, who is Williams, who plays it inside the Fabinho.
Yeah.
Fabinho tries to extend his leg to make a pass to his left back.
Yeah.
Trips. Gives it straight to Willian, who hits it straight into Adrian's hands, and Adrian knocks the ball into the side netting.
The Liverpool fans have seen this before. They've seen it before.
Karius.
A man named Lloris Karius. And then Barkley scored. He scored from his own half, did he not?
Well, no. He dribbled from his own half all the way to the goal, all the way to the other side, and scored.
Oh, right.
It was a banger. It was a really nice goal.
I mean, he's been woeful for Chelsea, so, good on him. Arsenal beat Portsmouth 2-0.
Should win that game.
You'd hope they'd beat... Portsmouth used to be in the Prem. They used to be a decent side.
You could say Portsmouth is as good as Olympiacos.
And then other big games, Norwich have booted Tottenham out, so that's another L for Tottenham.
Eric Dyer couldn't control himself after the loss of the penalty shoot. Jumps into the stands.
But he didn't go after a Norwich fan, no. He went after a Tottenham fan.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, he went after a Tottenham...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Tottenham fan's giving him stick, and he just jumps it and goes after him.
Was he he was the next big young thing for a bit in England, wasn't he?
I mean, who was he?
Kind of.
Yeah, and then... Leicester beat Birmingham, you'd hope, and City beat Sheffield Wednesday.
You already know tomorrow me and Tom might wake up and watch the May Night Derby County game.
8:45. But we do have the next draw, so we have Sheffield Arsenal.
That could be a good game.
Oh no, Sheffield are decent, aren't they?
Yeah.
I reckon Sheffield wins that.
Newcastle versus Man City.
City, I'd say, yeah. And then Norwich versus either Derby or Man United.
Just want to quickly point out, Wayne Rooney coming back. Oh. If he scores against us...
My heart.
It would be...
My favourite player. And then Leicester v Chelsea, which is, again, going to be a good game. Decent.
I mean, with how Leicester's playing, though, but, it should be on paper a good game.
Yeah, and then more football news... The coronavirus.
The Serie A, in all Italian...
All Italian sports.
They've now playing...
I think it's for a month?
Yeah, for at least a month.
Yeah.
They are going to not have any fans at any game.
Yeah, all behind closed doors.
Just because of this coronavirus outbreak.
And we'll just discuss the football because, that's all anyone really cares about. So there's 5 games which are being postponed, which are Udinese versus Fiorentina, Milan, which I'm getting...
I think that's AC Milan. It's AC Milan.
Yeah, that'll be AC Milan versus Genoa, Parma versus Spal, and Sassuolo versus Brescia.
And Juventus versus Inter Milan.
The main one though, Juve Inter, no fans allowed to go. I mean, yeah, it's good, but only old people get done, really.
Old people and people with weak immune.
Yeah, the old and the young. So
yeah, which is really sad. I don't really know what else to say. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Keep clean. Don't be
Don't sneeze on people.
Yeah, don't be that person.
Come back.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the coronavirus. One more football. One more.
No, it's not the last one. We take that all back. We still have transfer news to talk
about. Oh my goodness, all we talk about is football.
But football's a great sport, so why not talk about it? Madrid v Barca, 2-0 win.
El Clasico.
We hate Barca. Everyone hates Barca.
I just want to point out my least favorite player ever, Sergio Busquets. Happy to see him lose again.
Was he in the lineup?
Yes! Basically, Real Madrid had more shots. They had less possession. Another thing we've seen.
who really has more possession against Barca though? They're just tap, pass.
Real Madrid, their first goal was really bad.
Yeah.
They put themselves in a good position thanks to Vinicius Jr.
Vinicius made a good run with his dribbling and then just hit it. And I don't know, did it hit off Piqué's head or?
I think it was like his leg or something. I'm not 100%.
Near post, and then Mariano dribbled down. It was like his fourth touch in the in La Liga that season, and I don't know. It took some deflection off to Stegen, who had a mental save, by the way, again. I don't know who shot. I think it was Isco.
Isco was Isco.
Yeah.
And then Courtois has been killing it lately.
Yeah, everyone was giving him all that crap at the start of the season, and he's turned it around. He's silenced the haters.
Yeah, and that's just like... It's really exciting to see Real Madrid have now put themselves in a really good spot to win the La Liga.
Yeah, well, if I get La Liga up, I think by winning that game, they might have gone a few more points clear.
They're a point ahead.
Oh, no. They're a point clear. Never mind.
They're a point clear. They've won the last two. Pretty exciting.
Atleti are not doing well, are they? I haven't been keeping up with the Liga, but what? Fifth?
Yeah, they're fifth, but they're only behind by 2 points.
Yeah. Good, not like the Premier League.
We have a few more things. We just want to talk about transfers for a second. First off, congratulations to Chelsea for signing a great player in Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah, he's a class player.
I bet he'll play really well for Chelsea.
I'd hope so. And then if we just scroll through some transfer news right now. This Birmingham kid, this Jude Bellingham, I think he's got a value of like 15
Well, remember
mil.
Manchester United
is this the same
offered,
kid?
yeah.
Oh, is it the same kid? Right. See, Dortmund, they love their young English-borns. Haaland, Sancho, and now they're after this Jude Bellingham bloke, and they've offered 35 mil for him. Oh no, it's been agreed. Never mind.
They signed. He's as long as they get the
Is he a midfielder? Is he? I don't know anything about them.
It's just kind of interesting that they've noticed this man on the radar.
Yeah.
Another thing is that Sanchez is facing a wage dilemma.
So yeah, Alexis Sanchez, obviously he's on loan from United to Inter, and for some reason United are paying him 400k a week, which is absurd amount of money. He's horrible, and if he wants to play permanently for Inter, all the Inter people, I guess, I don't know who sorts out the wages there, saying you have to take at least half of his wages off.
Yeah.
So he's.
I mean, if I'm Alexis, I'm taking that deal because he's not going to be playing that much for him.
He needs to get out of the array. If I scroll through, what's some more? That no one cares. Oh, Farman, the German keeper for Norwich. He's on loan at Norwich, and he's talking of ending his loan and joining
SK Braun. I think it's a lower tier.
SK Braun, whatever.
German team or something.
Norwegian side.
Norwegian. Sorry, my bad. Another thing we just want to talk about is how there's a bunch of rumors around Jadon Sancho. Is he going to United, City, Chelsea?
Will he go back to City? Who knows?
Probably not. The main thing is, if I'm Jadon Sancho, obviously biased myself, I would want him to go to Manchester United, Tom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think Chelsea's his best option.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he could do bits at United. I'm just looking here as well. You know, Victor Wanyama, he signed for the Montreal Impact.
Where did that come from?
Well, there you go. He's off to the Montreal Impact.
Mason Holgate signed a new 5-year contract.
Yeah, and then this also says here that Kane is... didn't mean to click on that. Kane's considering his Spurs future. Apparently he's linked with United. He hasn't ruled out going to Man United.
I don't want him to come to Man United.
I don't think it... Oh,
we don't need him, and he's not the type of striker we'd want in our team.
I mean...
We got rid of Lukaku, and Lukaku would do the exact...
I don't know, because... Obviously, Zlatan had good success. He was a slow, big man, but so was Lukaku.
But this is a different manager.
I was about to say different manager, so I don't know how well Kane would do, but yeah. Another one, an obvious one that's been going on for months, really, probably years actually, is Mbappe to.
Yes, we can't forget about it. So Mbappe's had a lot of interesting talks with the PSG manager lately, and it's obvious that they're not on best of terms right now, Tom.
Right.
And people are saying, like, what if he wants to leave? His contract, I'm pretty sure he's been refusing to talk about a new contract lately.
Right.
So right now it's looking better than ever for Real Madrid to
I see his only destination, but like, who else is going to sign him, really? Like,
the only team I feel like who else could have money is maybe Man United.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would want to go to Man United.
I was going to say, City have the money, but he's not going to want to go to City and not play Champions
No one's going to
League.
want to go to City for the next few years.
Yeah, true that.
That's another thing we have to think about. What are players going to do, the top-tier players who want to play?
Yeah, they might lose some players, but I know a few. I think at least Pep... It's not flying. I know at least Pep and Sterling have come out and said that they'll be sticking by the club, so, good on them. But this is weird. Gonzalo Higuain is considered for a summer switch to Atletico Bilbao. Not Madrid. No. Bilbao.
Interesting.
I mean, he's fallen off form, hasn't he? Really? Ever since his spell at Chelsea, he's not done too well, has he?
And yeah,
I think that's finally it for football.
Finally it. Alright, we don't have too much more to talk about, guys, other than my man here is going to talk about some UFC, because I don't know anything.
Be sure to ask me some questions, J-Man. If you don't know...
Well, isn't there a
feel
New
free to
Zealander
ask.
bloke fighting this weekend?
Oh, great question, James.
Definitely wasn't planned.
This Sunday, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Israel Adesanya fighting Yoel Romero. I know I've talked about it before when it was a wee while away, but time flies past quickly, and we're here now.
I just want to point out, he's 30.
Yes, everyone thinks he's young as because he only just came into the UFC, but he came in late. Like, he kickboxed for a long time before he came in.
I had no idea to say. I just had to say that real fast. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but what's the age of the guy he's versing?
42.
42-year-old man.
Oh man, he's 42 and he's fought in 17
Do you want to have a
fights.
look at the size of this guy? Have a look at this man at the age of 42.
Oh, hopefully we can put a photo of him on
That
YouTube
is-
with you guys. But wow,
That's not normal. Like, Joe Rogan, everyone's been talking. He's a freak of nature.
Do you think he might be shooting something in his
No, he'd be caught if he did. He did actually have a big supplement like scandal. He took these like vitamins or something that were like obviously not intentionally
Supposed to be
laced
there.
with anything, but he took them and they had something in it, and his blood got tested positive for some drug, and he took them to court and won like 10 mil off the drug company. He won so much money.
Anyways, who like what are these two types of fighters like? Who do you think's gonna win?
So-
Like, give us your full rundown of like this specific fight.
Right, Israel Adesanya is probably the best striker in the entire of the UFC. He's got the most insane kickboxing record, and that's obviously all striking. He's 18-0 in MMA, and coming up against Yoel, who he is mainly known as a wrestler. He won like a silver medal in the 2004 Olympics for Cuba because he's Cuban.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so he won like an Olympic silver medal for wrestling, but he's known for his knockout power. I mean, you've seen the size of him.
Yeah.
He is a huge guy, and he's so weird. He like dances around and he throws flying knees. And
Imagine he's like just dancing around, and Adesanya just gets him with one kick.
See, Romero doesn't even get knocked out though. Like,
You think it's gonna get a decision?
yeah, Romero is real good at wrestling. So if Romero gets his hands on Adesanya, ooh,
Are you nervous? I know you're an Adesanya fan.
yeah, it'll be a tough time for Adesanya. But I think people underestimate his ground game as well because he can defend himself. He's got great takedown defense, but against the Olympic medalist, it's a bit of a different ballpark, really. My prediction for the fight would be, I'd say, just Adesanya by decision or like a 4th or 5th round TKO where Yoel just keeps getting dropped because he's been shown he can get dropped. Like, Yoel Romero went 10 rounds with Robert Whittaker in 2 separate fights, 2 5-round fights, and then you saw Adesanya KO'd Whittaker in 2 rounds. So that's been a talking point as well. But then the co-main also I'm looking forward to is a women's fight between Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Jędrzejczyk is the former champion, and
Never heard of either of these people, by the way.
Weili is the first Chinese UFC champion.
Congratulations.
Joanna lost her belt a while ago to this chick called Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas lost it to Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade lost it to Weili Zhang. And here we go.
It's a pyramid. It's I just did a circle.
It's a pyramid, everyone. It's a pyramid. In that fight, I don't know. I haven't really watched much of Weili Zhang except her title fight when she absolutely decimated the chick. So I reckon maybe Jon Jacek by decision on that fight. But I'll move to one more recently that's happened. Which did you have something to say, James?
I was going to bring up a different topic that is involved with fighting, but you talk about your thing first. Sorry.
Thanks. I appreciate it. So last Sunday we had the UFC Fight Night, which was main evented by a title fight for the flyweights, which no one really cares, but Davison Figueiredo beats Joseph Benavidez, but Figueiredo missed weight. So if you miss weight in a title fight, this is a 125-pound division.
Right.
And he weighed in at like 127 pounds, so 2 pounds over, not okay. He won the fight and had to give 30% of his earnings from the fight to Benavidez because he missed weight. And if you win when you miss weight, you can't win the belt. So he beat Benavidez. Everyone thought Benavidez was going to win, but
it's a little unlucky.
And now there's still no champion in that division. So. But unlucky. And Joseph Benavidez gets in an elite group of people who have gone 0 wins and 3 losses in title fights. Good on you, buddy.
Isn't I think there's a guy named like Uriah Faber. He's one of them as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Uriah's in there. 0-3 in title.
I know some UFC.
Good on you, Jack.
I only know that because I watched a video about him yesterday.
I'll mention this fight in here. This light heavyweight fight between this Ion Kutubala and Magomed Ankalaev. This Ion guy, he's known as the Hulk, and he always does like random crap. And
he lost.
Yeah, so he got TKO'd in round 1, 38 seconds. You think he got destroyed. So the Russian guy is he catches him with a few shots, and the Russian guy, the Ion guy. Pardon me. He wobbles like this to fake him out like he's all hurt. He's clearly acting because he's blocking all the shots, but he's like this. And then he's throwing huge power shots, but he's like this. And then the rest like, no, stop the fight. And
no.
Yeah, it was apparently the worst. People say the worst stoppage in UFC history. The guy is blocking shots and throwing huge powers by going like this, trying to act like he was phased, and the rest like, nah, he's too hurt. And they ended the fight. So yeah.
Can we quickly talk about something else that we forgot to? The Gypsy King,
Tyson
beating Deontay Wilder via TKO, and I believe it was the seventh round. He said he was gonna do it. He said he wanted to taste blood. He literally licked blood off Deontay Wilder. Disgusting.
Me and James were together when we watched that fight, and we went mental. There was a lot of us boys in the room, and the room was very loud when they threw in that towel. Like, I was watching a Joe Rogan thing that apparently Tyson Fury found out his pretty much game plan for this next fight in that 12th round against Wilder, because Wilder knocked him down, obviously, like decimated him, and he got back up, and then Fury started walking Wilder down, and he's like, oh, what? Like, off his back foot, like this is what Tyson's thinking. He's like, oh, on his back foot, he stumbles and he's not very good. So in the next fight, comes out right off the bat, bang, walks him down all 7 rounds.
Something I heard when we were watching the fight was that the guy who is the color announcer, the guy who talks about the specific fighting styles, he talked about how Wilder's not a good boxer. He just has power, and that's what he does.
What did he call it? He called it the eraser or something.
Yeah.
Any mistake he made in the earlier rounds, the one punch erases all of that.
Yeah, but Fury was so good.
Deontay can't box off his back foot. He can hardly box.
Congratulations, Gypsy King. You killed it.
Yeah. He sang the song afterwards. It was beautiful.
Hey, there's going to be a fight number 3 already that's been,
it's already
confirmed.
Announced, I think, in April somewhere. And then also Anthony Joshua, who they were hoping Fury was going to fight, has also booked against...
The winner of that or whatever?
Nah, he's booked against some dude already, a mandatory fight, so he has to fight him because he's, #1 contender or something like that. But, yeah... Tyson.
So that's pretty much all the fighting, MMA, boxing.
Fighting's done.
Big up Tyson. NBA. One quickly before we talk about the scores and the rankings, and the standings. The beef between Giannis Antetokounmpo and James Harden was really funny. So basically,
where does it start?
So basically, during the All-Star draft, because they dropped the players, Antetokounmpo is like, so it's like between Kemba, Trae Young, and
would have been Harden.
Harden, yeah, sorry. And Antetokounmpo goes, this is a tough one. I'm between Kemba and Trae Young. And then Charles Barkley, because it was streamed on TNT, and they're like the announcers for that, goes, wait, you don't want a dribbler? And then Antetokounmpo says, no, I want someone to pass the ball. And everyone starts laughing because James Harden's kind of known for being a ball hog. Like, obviously, he's a great passer, he's a great basketball player, but he's known for, like, when he wants the ball, he's going to take it, and he's not going to pass it.
Yeah.
They both laugh, they all laugh, and, yeah. And then Harden, like, started trolling Giannis after the All-Star break. Like, Giannis shot a three-pointer and airballed it, and then Harden, like, a second after the airball went out of bounds, goes like this. Like, he then acts like the ball was near him. And then they just start to have a Twitter war, where basically they both start throwing insults at each other.
What's Harden said here? I average more assists than him, I think. Harden of Walker, obviously, because he chose Kemba Walker over him.
Yeah, but then like, so Harden says a pretty funny thing. He goes, when it's all said and done, they will appreciate it more. But I wish I could just run and be 7 foot tall and just dunk. And basically saying Giannis has no other skill than dunking the ball.
I mean,
by the way, MVP, top contender.
I mean, he said, like, that takes no skill at all. Laughs. That was my laugh of James Harden. I had to actually learn how to play basketball and how to have skill, alright? You know? I'll take that any day.
It's just...
Whatever, Harden. No one cares.
Talking madness.
No one cares.
I'm pretty sure Giannis... I don't remember the exact tweet, but Giannis, like, said something about, like, how if there's no free throw line, he wouldn't be as good of a player. They just... It's pretty dumb.
James Harden shaved his pants.
I did see that. That was so funny.
It's not confirmed that he did actually shit.
But basically, there was an interesting mark on his shorts when he fell over. But
right where, you know, you'd expect a brown mark to be if you were to shit yourself.
Basically, if we go to the table, that's the main thing. The Bucks are still killing it. They're 53-9.
See, I always thought Lakers were doing better than the Bucks, but they're just really not. Like, obviously, they're different conferences, but like
Lakers are 47-13. Everybody. But here's the funny thing. You want to know something crazy? What? One year, the Warriors went 72-9 for a whole season.
I mean, that would be the Bucks winning, like...
the rest of the games for the season.
Well, I don't even know, 19 in a row?
It's incredible.
They lost that playoff series, didn't they, to the Cavs? Yeah,
3-1, yeah.
They lost.
But, yeah, Bucks are playing good. Giannis is still killing it. There isn't really too much to talk about, except me and Tom actually, right before we started recording, just finished watching the Mavericks-Pelicans game. It was actually a really exciting game. A guy named Melly hit his first points of the game and hit a clutch three-pointer to send it to overtime for the Pelicans.
Like, no one knows who Nicolo Melli is. He had 26 minutes and scored 3 points.
And that was in the last 7 seconds.
Like, Chris Stapps is right there, like 7-3, right in his face. He just pulled up.
Swish. Easy. And then basically, Zion Williamson actually played pretty well.
21 points.
When you watch him play, like if you ever do, it's like you can just tell how strong he is because he was just bullying like 30-year-olds.
He's got that big butt.
And then Kristaps Porzingis. Triple double, 30+ points.
Good on him.
Or 30 exactly.
17 rebounds. Jeez.
Kristaps had 34 points.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. But then the game that everyone was really excited about, and this is like the final thing about the NBA, is the game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Once again, R.I.P. Kobe. But
yeah, LeBron. It was pretty much LeBron v Zion, wasn't it? Old v new.
I mean, no one had over 20 points for the Pelicans other than Zion.
Alonzo had 19.
He had 35.
35.
And then LeBron dropped a triple-double on him.
Ooh.
34 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds.
All the comments are just like, LeBron ain't letting the young boys take over just yet. And all
I
this.
love LeBron, man.
Yeah, he's sick, eh?
He's such a good dude. It's just, and then, it was just really cool because also he did that without Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he took a break. They gave him the game off.
Yeah, but he went off in a game after that, didn't he? Hold on, if I have a quick look, I'm pretty sure.
I think the last game was...
He went off against, who was it? I swear. I think it was 76ers. Yeah, dropped 37 points.
Oh, yes.
Dropped 37 for it.
I love, like...
He plays center, doesn't he? Center.
Yeah, he plays center/power forward. Yeah. But did you see the video by going back to James Harden? They were playing against the Knicks. And James Harden took the
tip off.
And then after he won the tip off, and then goes to the center court and just screams as loud as he can. Yeah, guys. Is there anything else we're forgetting?
Just a couple plays from this game. I saw a highlight. Have you seen the Davis hits some dude on the 76ers with a mean crossover thing? He
really?
Yeah, he does him and then scores a layup, and then in the Pelicans game, so Zion scores like a pretty decent dunk, like hooks it around.
Oh yeah, and then
they inbound and give it to LeBron. He steps just in front of the Lakers logo, shoots, bang, bang. Oh, and he did that against 76ers as well, from the R on the Lakers
LeBron's
logo,
the king, man.
Just in front of halfway, hits another three, and they're like, "Does he know how much time he has?" He had like 30 seconds left.
So good. Yeah, guys. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to let us know what you guys think about the camera, and you got anything else to say?
Thanks for subscribing, because I know you already have. Obviously, takes 2 seconds. Just
if you don't subscribe, you'll have bad luck for the next 10 years.
Hit the red button. That'd be much appreciated. And we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Peace out.
Peace.